You know I have to say it. Candyman. 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 Helen asked for that work. Welcome to the Halloween edition of the Movie Insurrectionist. I am your host, Rashad, and welcome to our channel. For this Halloween season, we'll be covering several horror movies with an FBA theme and discuss their relationship to American society. But before we start this review, please do us a massive favor by helping us to grow this channel by pressing the subscribe button, press the bell icon, like the video, share it, and follow us on X. Now, let's get to the insurrection. And if you haven't seen this flick, spoiler alerts. Candyman, released in 1992, was written and directed by Bernard Rose. Based on the short story The Forbidden, written by Clive Barker, Candyman tells the story of a Chicago-based white female graduate student named Helen, who's played by Virginia Madsen, and her accidental awakening of a hook-wielding, benevolent spirit named Candyman, who's played by the late FBA actor Tony Todd. Candyman can only be summoned if you say his name 5 times. And if you dare to do so, that's your ass. Candyman is the ghost of a murdered black artist who was the son of a former slave. He was lynched, dismembered, mauled by honeybees, and burned alive because he was macking one of his white patron's daughter, and he got her pregnant. After his death, his ashes were scattered all over the Cabrini-Green section of Chicago. Now a notorious housing project, the residents are terrified of his ghost and blame him for several murders, including that of Ruthie Mae McCoy, who was shot to death in real life. And as a side note, her murder to this day is still unsolved. When I first saw Candyman, I wasn't aware of all the rich context within this film. This is a well-written, well-acted movie with themes that deal with gentrification, poverty, institutionalized racism, forbidden love, and superstition. This film deals with white privilege when the main character gets a gang member locked up because she's assaulted, although they ignore the other murders in the Cabrini-Green projects. Helen doesn't seem to respect the pain and suffering of Candyman's history, and she loses everything because of this. I love how Bernard Rose blurs the lines of insanity versus reality. Throughout the film, you're given the impression that Candyman is real. When Helen is charged with various crimes, it seems that Candyman committed them until you see her speaking to him alone in a room and no one is there. Apparently, this is a movie about conjuring restless spirits that were destroyed by hate and injustice and what keeps their spirit alive. Fear, pain, the legacy of oppression that looms over Black people. The only major criticism I have about this film is Helen's return to her apartment. Considering that she escaped from a mental institution for the criminally insane, going back home would be the last place that she would visit. It seems this scene was written into the movie for the convenience of pushing the story forward instead of it serving a logical purpose. Besides that, this is a well-crafted horror movie, and Candyman truly is a classic, being one of the best horror films of the 1990s. For Candyman, I give it 4 out of 5 stars. And a thumbs up. Thank you for joining us here at the Movie Insurrectionist. Be sure to subscribe to our channels for future reviews. Please like the button, share the video, and follow us on X. And remember, the theatrical release will never be televised. Until next time.